Good morning, everyone. Just tuning in right now to let you know you're in the right place. The Senior Center breakfast is going to kick off in just 10 minutes. So heat up your coffee, grab your OJ, grab your mimosa, whatever, no judgment, get in there. We're going to get right back to you in about 10 minutes right here. You're in the right spot and looking forward to spending the morning with you. We'll see you in just a few minutes. If you want to give early, jump on the Senior Center website. Let's get this thing going. Otherwise, we'll see you in just a few minutes. Sit tight. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Senior Center of West Seattle's 50th anniversary celebration. I'm your MC this morning. My name is David Bestock. We are going to have a fantastic hour together celebrating the Senior Center and its long service to the West Seattle community. And if you like magic, you are in for a treat. We're going to see an out-of-this-world magic show in just a little bit. But before we begin, it's important that we pause and acknowledge that most of us are gathered on the ancestral land of the Duwamish and Coast Salish peoples, and we give thanks for their stewardship of this land. To get you oriented, folks, on the side of your screen, you should see the chat box in YouTube. Please join us in the chat now. I see it's already active, and tell us, what are you drinking this morning? Coffee, tea, mimosa perhaps? Anyone hitting that V8 extra hard? Some of you may also be enjoying breakfast from Urban Feast. Breakfast delivered to your door. How nice is that? Big shout out to everyone involved getting those meals out. I also want to give a big thank you to everyone who already made a donation to help us raise $100,000 this morning. All the money raised today will help fund the programs and services that seniors in our community are counting on. To make a donation at any time this morning, find the donation link in the chat or on the Senior Center website. Let's also give some applause in the chat to our virtual table captains. If you're a table captain, can you please say hi in the chat? Type something. If you're a pro, you can go find some emojis in there and populate the chat with some fun emojis. And here's a tip. If you're watching and at any time this morning you experience a lag on YouTube between the sound and the video, you want to just hit refresh on your browser and it will hopefully take care of any issues. Okay. We're going to take a sneak peek at the thermometer right now and see how much has already been raised thanks to our advanced donors. Amazing. We're already at $37,411. You can see some of our donors here if you go to the site. Thank you to Providence Mount St. Vincent and Nucor and Martin and John and Eva. Lots of folks have given already, and it's your turn during this show to get over onto the link in the chat, go to the website and make your donation. Be generous, support the Senior Center and its vital services for our community. So, folks, we're going to get the show rolling, all right? The Senior Center's Board of Directors is made up of community members who volunteer their time to help lead this great organization. And many of these individuals also volunteer in other ways for the Senior Center, at events, as front desk receptionists, and around the Senior Center, helping members feel welcome. So to kick things off this morning, let's welcome now the Senior Center's Board Chair, Karen Pfeiffer Bush. Karen.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us today. I'm so pleased to welcome you on behalf of the Senior Center's Board of Directors. I hope you're either gathered with a group of friends or colleagues or curled up on the couch with a cup of coffee. I'm really grateful that you're here with us virtually this morning, and I'm thankful that you care about the health and well-being of our community seniors as I do. Events like this are only possible because of generous sponsors. So I want to say a big thank you to all of our sponsors. You'll see the names of our Emerald, Sapphire, and Platinum sponsors on the screen. You can find a full list of our sponsors on our event website. How about a round of virtual applause for all the Senior Center's amazing volunteers, members, and staff? If you're a volunteer, member, or staff, will you say hi or give a wave in the chat right now? We also have King County Council Member Joe McDermott joining us today. Thank you, Council Member, for your support. And I want to thank my fellow board members for their service. Board members, will you say hi in the chat? Finally, I'm proud to be involved with the Senior Center as we mark our 50th anniversary this year. I believe that a strong community takes care of its oldest, youngest, and most vulnerable members. That's why I'm proud to be part of the West Seattle community and volunteer my time with this outstanding organization. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Karen. And thank you so much for your service on the board. So, folks, we want to recognize Nucor this morning as our platinum sponsor of today's breakfast. Nucor is a strong supporter of the Senior Center and many other nonprofits and community causes throughout West Seattle. So let's take a quick look at Nucor's commitment to community.
In Washington State, we know how challenging it can be to balance growth with protecting the environment. And for more than 100 years, Nucor Steel Seattle has been helping to strike that balance by recycling old steel into new steel, taking big steps that leave a small footprint, and supporting sustainable growth to ensure our community is always cleaner, greener, and looking ahead. A steel company as committed to being evergreen as the state it calls home.
We're very proactive about the environmental aspects of what we do here. You know, a lot of us live around here. You know, I live in a neighboring community, but this job's important to me. You know, it supports my family. So from that perspective, I take full stake in what we do here.
Nucor has taken a stance to really care about what happens in West Seattle as far as the environment.
A lot of the growth, the job growth in Seattle over the last, in the time I've been here, have all been high-tech jobs. There's got to be some other options, in the community.
Nucor represents an opportunity that is very rare in our society today because it's really unusual for people to have access to high-paying, well-paying jobs in a neighborhood where they live. And Nucor provides that.
These are great paying jobs that gave me the opportunity, at 21 years old, to come in here and get a great paying job that I can be proud of, make a career.
I put myself through school. I was a single mom, and so for a long time I was actually trying to get on at a company that provided a lot of growth within, and I wasn't having any luck because all I had on my resume was restaurant experience. I got my foot in the door and have grown a lot in the little over 2 years that I've been here.
I don't know many people who work at a steel mill that get to walk to their job.
Not only does the company believe in giving back, but the people themselves believe in giving back.
To be a part of the fabric of the community clearly is how they operate. Nucor's giving to the community is really clearly a part of their DNA as an organization.
They're always willing to go the extra mile to make sure that the environment is taken care of, the community is taken care of. There's no amount of time, costs, money that they're not willing to put forth to make sure that they achieve their goals.
We are excited about our role in building the future of Seattle. But we couldn't do it without our over 300 Seattle teammates and the support of our neighbors. To us, powerful results start with powerful partnerships in our community. Together, we look forward to building a cleaner, greener future for Washington State.
That was great, and it was super fun to see some familiar faces on there. We saw former Executive Director Lyle Evans. I saw folks shouting him out in the chat. And now, I'm pleased to welcome someone I think everyone here also knows. Amy Lee Darenthal has been the Senior Center's Executive Director since March 2020. Yes, just days into this pandemic. Her leadership, paired with an amazing staff team, has ensured West Seattle seniors continue to have essential services and social engagement during this past year, today, and into the future. Put your hands together in the chat and please welcome Amy Lee.
Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see you all here. Thank you for joining us on this September morning to celebrate a really exciting milestone, the Senior Center's 50th year serving this community. Being Executive Director of the Senior Center is my dream job, and to get to serve in this role at this point in our history is both thrilling and humbling. The Senior Center of West Seattle got its start in 1971 when State Representative Dave Checkerell and a local teacher, Marion Hill, found the current location and set their sights on turning it into a senior center. Marion's son, Don, and his wife, Lisa, are here with us this morning. Don and Lisa are both involved with the Senior Center as volunteers and donors. A big thank you to the Hill family. For 50 years, the Senior Center has been listening to needs of the West Seattle community. We've adapted our programs over the years to be relevant and responsive to our community members as they age. One example of that is our Digital Equity Program that provides computer access and one-to-one coaching at home or at the senior center, so seniors can navigate everything that's happening in the digital world. And the past 18 months have provided challenges that no senior center could have prepared for. And I'm really proud of how our staff and volunteers adapted to meet the critical needs of seniors and vulnerable community members during this pandemic. Together, we called all of our hundreds of members to check in with them individually. We immediately launched a lunch meal delivery program with volunteer drivers, serving 60 isolated seniors a day, quadrupling our pre-pandemic lunch program. We staffed both the West Seattle Food Bank distribution and Meals on Wheels programs because many of those programs previously depended on volunteers who are 65 years old and older, and they needed to stay home. We also connected our CMAR program of Latinx seniors to the West Seattle Food Bank for food delivery, and our social workers provided phone counseling, hosted virtual support groups, and connected seniors to housing, transportation, and vaccines. More than 200 people got a vaccine this way, and our board members drove people to their appointments. The Westside Friends program, where a community volunteer is paired with a senior for companionship and practical help, grew to serve 29 seniors and people with disabilities. And we flexed our regular programs to offer both virtual and, when health guidelines permitted, in-person classes and activities. This summer, we offered our building as a free cooling center where anyone who needed a break from the heat could come in to rest along with their pet. And today, we are continuing to pivot and be creative. We are currently offering more than 45 programs and services, everything from exercise and wellness programs to health services and social clubs and classes. It's an incredibly fun time to be a senior in West Seattle. As we look toward cooler weather, we are very focused on preventing seniors from feeling isolated. Isolation and depression is a real and scary experience for many of us as we age. And I feel strongly that one of our roles is to provide a place for people to engage with others to prevent this. And reaching an anniversary like 50 years is a real time to reflect and plan for the future. Together with our board of directors, we have been developing a strategic vision for the next 10 years. Our 2030 goal is to be a magnet for the community, to serve West Seattle with dignity and purpose in a center where anything is possible. And we invite you, our community of supporters, to join us in shaping what that looks like. We'll have opportunities in the coming year to participate in focus groups and surveys. So if you have any great ideas for the future of the Senior Center, I want you to reach out to me at any time. And thank you so much for your commitment to our community.
Awesome. Thank you, Amy Lee. And it's so great to hear about all of those amazing programs. And as a West Seattleite myself, seeing the way that the Senior Center pivoted this last year and providing services to folks was just truly incredible. So it was great to hear about all that they have going on and we have going on. Folks, when an organization reaches a milestone like 50 years, it means that several generations of community members have dedicated themselves to its success and its longevity. It also means the Senior Center itself is now eligible for an AARP card. So we got that going for us. Okay, folks, let's take a glimpse now at what 50 years at the Senior Center has looked like.
The Senior Center is very important to me because it is where I make all my social contacts. And I learn a lot too, a great deal.
I think the Senior Center makes noticeable changes for people who are elderly. It brings me joy. It brings me a sense of companionship. Yeah.
My favorite thing in the Senior Center is to come and practice the piano. Playing piano really increases my ability and also my heart. I love to play the piano.
The mission of the Senior Center of West Seattle is really to just enrich people's lives. You know, we have all kinds of programs and services, and we're here to be a big part of the West Seattle community. these are the people that raised us. These are the people who made this community what it is today. And it's important for us to then take care of them and make sure we have resources and provide for them in their old age.
I think the benefit that we bring to the community is that a community, a place for people to gather around shared interests or activities. It's a place for you to realize that you aren't alone and that there's a community of support that really cares about you.
I think it's important to have a senior center in West Seattle. At this moment in time, because we got no bridge, we need to have activities that are here because we can't get out easily. It's also important for what it offers to the seniors who may feel isolated or can't get out much.
When you think about it, seniors have always taken care of us, such as our mothers, our fathers, aunts and uncles. And when we were younger, they went out of the way to take care of us.
And I think the biggest change, that I really see in people is when they first start coming, they maybe don't know other people, and pretty soon you start to see small friendships being built. Then the important pieces like our lunch program, when people are eating well and getting exercise and activity, it's interesting, they start to stand up a little bit taller. They start to the color of their skin looks better, and they just are doing better because they're around other human beings and they're getting services that they need.
Any type of need that a senior has, the senior center is always looking forward to help. They forget about the depression, they meet with friends, they get socialized, become more healthy, the depression goes away.
So some of the services that the Senior Center offers is we have full-time social workers that are really helping seniors with a myriad of things or challenges that they may be going through. We also help with estate planning, working with lawyers. We're also really concerned with their mental and physical health, so we provide lots of classes and activities to try to meet those challenges.
The more I've been here, the more I find out they've got. They've got a great little cafe that I get lunches at occasionally. It's a really nice place to meet a friend for a cup of coffee. The classes, particularly Enhanced Fitness, was a good social group because we always met for coffee afterwards.
Well, personally, I think it's really important to have a place where seniors can come and meet other seniors and network and build relationships, because that's part of the social networking. That's a health benefit in itself, in addition to taking a class such as yoga or mindfulness or qigong. So it's just a great place for seniors to come and relax.
It's really important to support the seniors in West Seattle because they're part of our community. They made our community and who we are today. These are the people who've, really, they raised us, and they gave us so much of their lives. It's a really important time, as they age and they need us, that we take care of them.
I think it's important to support the work of the Senior Center, and the reason so is a quote that I live by is, society becomes great when old men plant trees whose shade they shall never set in. And to me, that means we do work on behalf of people that we may never meet, but we do it because we know that there'll be a greater benefit to society, and society will be better for it.
Wow, what a fun and meaningful flashback. Folks, if you or a family member appeared in that slideshow, please let us know in the chat. It's been really fun looking in the chat and seeing shout outs for friends and for programs and celebrating everything that the Senior Center means to you and to our community. And it's so rewarding to see the way that West Seattle values and supports our community members as we age. In just a few minutes, I'll be introducing magician Nash Fung, this morning's featured entertainment, and you don't want to miss it. But first, we're going to talk about why your support today matters. Today's event is the Senior Center's biggest annual fundraiser. Your donation today helps ensure West Seattle continues to have a safe, welcoming, and engaging place for people to gather. It's also a place where many seniors receive critical services like counseling, time with social workers, transportation help, and access to meals and food bank services. Many seniors have been especially isolated during this pandemic, and having a place to go every day to connect with other people is incredibly important. The Senior Center has provided that for 50 years, and it will continue to provide that with your support. So now is a great time to make a donation. You can donate at any level that feels meaningful for you, whether that's $50, $100, $500, $1,000, or any other amount that you select. Could be $10,000 this morning. To give now, you can do it in two ways. Either visit the URL that you'll see in the chat, whichever way it is, or you can text SCWS50 to 91999. So here's how to do it. Pulling up my text app right now, and I'm typing in the to line, sending this text to 91999. And now I'm typing in as the text message SCWS50, all one word, and then I'm hitting send, and then a link pops up to click. It takes you right to the site to give. If you didn't follow along and play along there, you don't want to text, no problem. Just click the link in the chat, and thank you to our chatters for keeping that up. You can see it right there near the top of the chat. And if you like to give by check, that's okay too. You can mail or bring in a check to the Senior Center. We will make sure that it's counted toward our total. I see the thermometer rising right now, so thank you for giving. Keep the giving alive. That's what we're here for this morning, to support the Senior Center. And here's just a little taste of how your donation makes a difference. $50 funds an hour of counseling for a senior experiencing depression. So important. $100 provides 25 lunches for seniors who depend on meals at the Senior Center. $500 grants scholarships for 10 community members who can't afford an annual membership. And $1,000 funds 40 hours of outreach by our staff social workers. So look for that link in the chat to give now. If you can give more, give something meaningful for you. This is the Senior Center's 50th year. Let's keep it going for many more years to come. Let's take another look at our progress right now. We've raised close to $5,000 already this morning. And thanks so much to those who have given in advance. We're up to $42,654. I see you, Zach and Sharon and Vivian and Holly. Keep those gifts coming. Let's cheer each other on in the chat. Thank you, Linnea. Thank you, Debbie. And thank you for believing in the importance of this work. Thank you for supporting our seniors. Keep giving throughout this morning's event. If you already gave before the event, guess what? You can give again. It's magic. Let's get ready now, speaking of magic, to be wowed. Nash Fung is a world-renowned magician who has performed across the globe. He's been a featured performer on Penn and Teller's Fool Us. Nash creates his own never-been-seen illusions that stun audiences. So while you're donating to the Senior Center, please enjoy this show.
All right, everybody, good morning. My name is Nash Fung, and this is going to be a virtual magic show where if you bring along a cell phone, a can of soda, there will be a lot of interactive magic where you can follow along and experience magic happen right in your hands. Now, to help facilitate with the experience, we got 4 friends over here. Hey, we got Bianca, we got Jill, we got John, and we got Chuck right here. How y'all doing, y'all? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, good. Now, you guys gonna help facilitate with the magic, but right now, everybody watching right now, not just the 4 of you, but everybody watching right now, follow me. Can you lift your right foot off the ground about that much for me? And with the right foot, draw a circle like this again and again and again. Now, with your foot going in circle, I'm going to show you a way to hypnotize you to make your feet go the other direction. Here's how we do it. Everybody, give me your right finger and point straight forward like this, okay? Good. Now, your foot is still going in circle, yeah? But right now, I want you to write the number 6 with your right finger again and again and again and see what happened to your foot.
Oh my God.
Right? Your foot will go the other way, right? So you can learn that and fool your friends and family, okay? Now, I'm doing a virtual show over here, and can you guys see this over here clearly? You can see the dollar bill right here, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. All right, my friend. Now, this to me is kind of metaphorical of 2020, because 2020 was kind of meh of a year, kind of like a $1 bill, yeah? So hopefully in 2021, you guys have been able to wipe your canvas completely clean. And hopefully in 2021, your year has been a lot better than last year. And that's how I start my year, and that's how I scam the US government, all right? Let's do this. Now, remember in the beginning, in the invite, we have asked everybody to bring along a cell phone with you, right? Because in here, I've got a magic secret that you can only see through your cell phones. Here's how. May I have everybody watching right now, take your cell phones out and turn your cell phone to the camera function. Now, what I want you to do is simple. Take a photo of me on your cell phone. That's all you gotta do. So everybody, include my 4 friends over here, turn on your cell phone camera function, put it on your device, make sure you see me on your cell phone, and when I count to 3, take a photo of me. 1 and 2 and 3. All right, now if you got a photo taken, give me a thumbs up right now, that way I know you got a photo taken. All right, brilliant, good. Put the photo down and don't go nowhere, because I know a lot of y'all probably wondering to yourself, how do you do magic virtually, right? Do you do something like this? Check this out. Now, y'all can see that I have got a paper bag right here, and this is an absolutely empty paper bag. Let me turn it upside down to prove to you nothing is in there, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Literally none of you believe me. Great. Okay. I know you're skeptical. You're right. There's got to be something in the bag right here, right? And believe it or not, you're right. There is actually an entire pitcher of water in the back room right here, which is crazy. Because how was I able to turn the pitcher upside down and the water did not pour out on my head? That's the question, right? And my friend, how I just made this cup of water disappear is a different trick we're not gonna do today. But there is a problem with magic like these. Whereas it's really cool to look at, you're not in the same room with me. How do you know that this is not some kind of trick pitcher that stops the water, right? How do you know that, right? Well, even though I'm doing that, you wouldn't trust me. So that's why in a moment, all the magic that we do is gonna be interactive. And the first one I'll need one of you to help me out. Now let me go ahead and try Bianca, why not, yeah? Bianca, do you consider yourself a lucky person, Bianca?
Sure.
I love how certain you are about the answer.
Yes!
Bianca, we're gonna see how lucky you are with a test over here. Here is a test I got for you. Now, Bianca, you see there are 2 Rubik's Cubes right here, right? Everybody watching from home right now, make sure you keep one eye on this cube here the entire time. I'll leave it right here like this. But Bianca, you're going to mix up this cube into a brand new pattern. As you can see, each time I make one twist, the entire cube changes pattern on every single side. That's how it works, okay? Now, Bianca, whenever you want, as I'm twisting and turning randomly, whenever you want, you just yell out loud, stop, and we see what kind of pattern you land on, okay?
Okay. Stop.
Got it? Okay, good. Now you stop me exactly right here, right? So I will leave your cube the entire time over here like this. And here's the funny thing. This cube, you have your eyes on the whole time as well, everybody, yeah? Now, you can see that I haven't moved it. It's not a green screen. It's been here the whole time. I'm gonna bring it into view very slowly for the first time, okay? And I want you to make sure that I'm not switching anything though, okay? But you can see how I know you're lucky or not is this. You see, if you're lucky though, when you say stop at a random moment, I think
What?
Wow. Yeah, right, Jill? Yeah, you see, we stop at a point where those 2 can have a matching pattern exactly with each other. That's only one side though. But what about the other side right there? That is also a perfect match, which means that the 3rd side right there, oh my goodness, this is incredible. I know, Bianca, stop it. I know, right? That also matches here. And the 4th side is a match.
Oh my God.
And the 5th side is a match. And the 6th side is a match over here. Every single side matched perfectly. Give her a big round of applause. Hey, Bianca, that was incredible. If you think she did great. If you think she did great, type "Go Bianca" in the chat right now, okay? Now, Bianca, you're so good at this trick. Do you actually know how to solve a Rubik's Cube?
Never knew. I took the stickers off.
You take the stickers off, you cheater. Okay, well, you know what though? That actually makes it 2 of us over here because I also have no idea how to solve a cube, okay? Watch this. I also have no idea how to solve a Rubik's Cube using my hands. I know it sounds weird, but when I say I don't know how to solve it with my hands, because here's how I do it, watch. No hands, no hands. 1, 2, 3, done. With just a blow, the entire cube is solved on every single side, my friend. That's how I solve cubes over here. Give yourself a big hand right here. Hey, thank you so much for helping me out, my friend. There we go. All right. Good, good, good. Now, Chuck, you're joined by somebody right now. Chuck, who's with you right now?
My wife, Tessa.
Hey, Tessa, awesome meeting you too, okay? Now, here's the thing. Tessa, you can play along too if you want to. You can be part of the show. It's totally okay, okay? Now, the reason why I have 4 friends over here today is because of one big reason. One big reason is because I am actually using a battery-powered microphone right here. And in case my battery die, I actually will not know it. Only the 4 of you will be able to hear from me, okay? And if you can see that my voice is starting to go in and out, please stop me and let me know that my battery is dying. Or maybe if this microphone right here, if this cable get disconnected, I actually won't know it myself. You gotta let me know, okay? What happened is this: if my cable becomes disconnected, what you will hear is that you will hear absolutely.
There's Emery scissors she's got.
Right. Okay. Yeah, hear
I'm gonna reconnect the cable right there. That we can hear me a little better without any technical difficulty, right? So make sure you stop me if my audio starts to go out, okay? But one thing I do gotta ask you guys is this though. Now, we have a lot of people watching right now on the stream, right? Now, none of you are colorblind by chance, right?
Right.
Okay, good, good. Yeah. At least the 4 of you are not colorblind. Because if you're colorblind, my friend, that trick would not have made any sense to you at all. Okay? Right. And as a matter of fact, when you're watching a show on your computer, different computer have different resolution. So you might see the same show slightly differently from your friends. Now, do you think this is red on your computer or this looks orange to you? If this is red, type in red in the chat right now. If it's orange, type orange. And for my 4 friends over here, if you think this is red, give me your right hand up, left hand for orange. What do you guys think over here, red or orange, y'all? Now, looks like Bianca, John, and Jill all think it's red. Chuck is also thinking it's red. Tessa is like, I guess go red too, okay? But here's the funny thing though, that's a vibrant color. It's very easy to see. When you got neutral color though, it's kind of hard to see. Now, for example, I mean, it's a white shirt. It's kind of bright. You can see clearly, yeah? But the vest, this is interesting. Does the vest look like gray to you or light brown to you? If it's gray, type gray in the chat. Light brown, type light brown. My 4 friends today, if it's gray, give me your right hand up. Light brown, left hand up. What do you guys think over here? So let's say gray for 3 of you. John is still debating. John, is it gray? Oh, gray. All right, good. But here's the funny thing. Believe it or not, this should neither be gray or light brown. Remember, in the beginning of the performance, you took a photo of me on your cell phones, right? Can you bring back that photo right now? And look at the photo.
Shut up.
Exactly. If you look carefully, I was not wearing a white shirt or a vest. I know, I was wearing a completely black t-shirt in the beginning. Somehow my entire body had changed and you did not even notice it. If you have a good time right now, give me a thumbs up or type it in the chat. Good times, all right? Yeah, here we go. Now, you guys have been amazing, okay? Now, I'm going to do one more trick right now to walk it off, and then when I'm done with that, I'm going to throw it back to the host, okay? You see, magician always do something that is super dangerous, okay, at the end of a show. And this one is also very dangerous. What I'll do right now is I'll try to make something teleport from your house, and it will go into my house. I'm going to try to make a pocket of air teleport from your house, boom, into my house. Okay, Chuck, don't laugh, okay? I promise you. This is actually very dangerous. Okay. I have no idea who you've been and where you've been hanging out with, okay?
If you call the smoked salmon, I'll be impressed.
Oh, I tell you what, I now know you. That's when you have a breakfast. I'm gonna prepare myself now, okay? Now, let's go again to the real trick though, okay? I know you won't believe I can make air teleport, but in order for me to show you, I've got to make the air in your house visible, right? Now, everybody watching right now, not just my 4 friends, here is how you get involved, okay? To make air teleport from your house to my house, I'm gonna need a generic liter of soda. I got this from Safeway. I didn't buy it from like magicwarehouse.com, which is an actual website. Not sure why I say it out loud, but forget about it, okay? Now, to prove to you this is regular soda, I will drink it out of the regular cup over here with no magic pills. You know what I'm saying, right? What? Now, the idea now is I'm gonna drink this soda right now to prove to you it's regular, and then I will go to the ER. Here we go. Watch 1, 2. Got it, good. Now, we have asked everybody who joined us today to bring along a can of soda, right? Everybody watching right now, not just my 4 friends, but everybody, bring out your can of soda right now. And Jill, Bianca, John, and Chuck, you got your can of soda, yeah? Good. Now, let me know what kind of soda did you bring today. Type it in the chat. Let me know what kind of soda you got, okay? But in the meantime, though, the 4 of you watching right now, everybody watching right now, this is how we make the air teleport. Now, first thing first, I will seal this liter of soda into a Ziploc bag like this, and it will stay standing the entire time right here. Make sure that it stays standing, okay? I'm not going to move it or whatnot. It'll stay here the whole time. Here is how I make the air teleport from your house to my house. Everybody, take your soda can right now and follow me. Shake it as hard as you can. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Shake it. Shake it as hard as you can. Don't stop shaking. Keep shaking.
Okay.
Keep shaking. This is how we make the air visible. The more you shake it, the faster you shake it, the more explosive the carbon dioxide is in your cans, right? Now, we're going to do some magic involving those explosive air and fizz. In your can right now is a lot of explosive air. And I promise you, if you got more than 1 person at home, you can play a game called Russian Roulette. You can shake it up and then pass it to somebody else. And then they'll shake it up and then pass it to somebody else, like Tessa and Chuck over here, okay? So keep shaking, don't stop shaking until the song is over, okay? And I think the song is coming to an end, okay? I think, yep, that's it. That's the end of the song. Everybody stop shaking. Stop shaking. Now follow me. Put the can on your palm and hold it out toward your screen right now, just like this, all right? Good. Now, here's the funny thing. I have been doing magic for about 25 years now, and every time I do a show, there's always gonna be an audience member who secretly want me to mess up a trick, because it's hilarious when you see a magician mess up a trick, right? But this, my friend, is one of those tricks that you really want to be on my side, because in your hands right now is an explosive device, okay? Now, in your hand is a lot of explosive fizz, but in here you can see that this liter of soda, I have not touched it, I have not shaken it, I open it, it's all safe, am I right?
Right.
Yeah. Good. Here's how we do it, everybody. We're gonna make the air in your can teleport. Give me a finger like this right now and go over the can and go like, whoa. Good. Imagine you have the magical power to make those explosive air rise to the top right now. Now, follow me. Open your palm flat like this. Okay? And then 1, 2, and 3. Pull them out like that. Good. Imagine you have extracted those explosive air into your fist. Now, everybody watching at home, I want you to make them teleport from your soda can from your room into my room and maybe into this liter of soda in particular. Everybody go like, whoa, whoa. No. You guys are actually doing it. This is great, okay? Now, if you guys have done this correctly, actually, there's only one way to find out. You guys should all be able to, on the count of 3, very carefully crack open your can, and it will not explode like a fountain. Now, it might fizz a little bit, but it's not going to explode like crazy. So on the count of 3, everybody follow me. 1, get your fingers ready, okay? 2, let me go first, okay? And then I open my 3, my safe. Open yours right now. Open yours right now. Is it safe for you too? Open it, everybody. Jill, Bianca, John. Yes! Are you safe too, my friend?
Oh
Show the camera. It is safe for you too, my friend. Yes! Because if you did that correctly, all of those explosive air would reappear in my room. Watch this. I'm gonna open my bottle here that had not been shaken. I'll do it slowly to make sure that nothing dropped in the bottle, but you can see those explosive air had indeed reappeared inside my needle soda. That, my friend, is how we make air teleport, y'all. And that is how we do it. Please give my 4 friends a big round of applause. And if you like the show, type in "Magic is real" in the chat right now. Without further ado, my friend John and Jill and Bianca and Chuck, you guys are amazing. We're gonna throw it back to our host right now. Peace, y'all.
Bye.
That was awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing. What? Thank you so much for playing along in the chat. It was so fun to watch that show and see you all be amazed. Scott was like, maybe it really is magic. And then he said, type "magic is real" in the chat. I'm a believer, y'all. And what a treat to witness a show like that this morning. I'm going to see if Nash can join me for breakfast every morning. That's just a great way to start the day. Folks, you know what else is amazing? This community that supports seniors and the longevity of the Senior Center. I'm joined now by Nathan Box, Communications and Development Manager for the Senior Center. Hi, Nathan. Good morning. Let's take a look now at the thermometer one more time together.
Hello, David. Thanks for having me, everyone. So far this morning, we've raised nearly $50,000, so thank you, West Seattle. Thank you for showing up to be a part of our event today. Thank you for believing in what the Senior Center provides this community. Our goal is to change the conversation around aging. We want this organization to be here to serve for another 50 years, continuing its role as a place where people can connect with each other, volunteer, and pursue their goals of health, wellness, and lifelong learning. Thank you again to our sponsors for making this a fun event, including that incredible magic show. Thank you for making it possible. And thank you, David, for hosting us this morning.
Thanks, Nathan. Yeah, absolutely my pleasure to be with you this morning. And speaking of another 50, you can still give. After the event, tell your friends, let's get that extra 50 and get up to our goal of 100,000. Give all this week and let's reach that goal. You can see upcoming events, activities, and classes at the Senior Center on their website where you can continue to make donations. Thank you, everyone, so much for your support and for joining us here this morning, and have a wonderful day.
Bye.